Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chapter Select, a seasonal retrospective podcast where we bounce back and forth between a series exploring its evolution, design, and legacy. For this season 7, we are covering the Metroid Prime franchise. My name is Max Roberts, and I am joined, as always, by Logan Moore. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Max, it's time to grab your stylus and
Is it?
aim on a touchscreen with a little pen.
Back in the day, it was the thumb. The little thumb thing's what they were wanting you to use. Do you remember that?
The little nub.
Yeah, a little thumb nub. Like the inverse of the new 3DS. No. You would put this little nubbin on your thumb and tighten it down with a strap. And then your thumb would have so then you could use...
I remember exactly what you're talking about now. Yes.
Core memory unlocked. That's what they wanted you to use. I think it was even packed in with the DS console, I think. The little nubbin.
That sounds right. Well, I mean, this is... So obviously we're talking about Metroid Prime Hunters, which is an OG DS game. Playing this game got me thinking about the DS kind of in general. And I think anybody who owned a DS in that first stretch before the DS Lite came out was cursed. I think I hate the original DS. I do not like the original design and look of the DS. I think it feels terrible. I think that, and not only that, but like I went back through and I looked at like the launch games for the first year or two there before the Lite came out. Well, not great. Not great.
I don't know. Mario 64 DS I'm
Mario 64
fond
DS.
of. I think Nintendogs was roughly in that window.
Yeah, and I think
I was a big into Nintendogs.
Like Mario Kart DS. I'm not saying there was nothing good, but like
2006.
There was no killer app, and then on top of it, I feel like the hardware was bad. Like the leap from the base DS to the DS Lite, I think, is arguably the biggest jump in quality for any Nintendo. I guess Advanced to SP is probably bigger, to be honest.
Yeah, no, Advanced to SP with the backlight.
Yes,
the first SPs were front lit, but still a light in general. You got to think the DS Lite is one of the most iconic redesigns. I did have a fat DS, an original. I remember I was saved up for it, was going to go get it, and we drove all around town that day, me and my dad, trying to find the blue one that came packed with Super Mario 64 DS. And we could not find it anywhere. I mean, we went to multiple stores, and I finally said, I want to get one. I don't want to wait anymore. I'd already waited so long. So I got the silver one packed in with Metroid Prime First Hunt, which I still have it with its little cardboard. Like I still have everything from it. But the design of the original DS was cursed in a way primarily because of the hinge. The hinge was like 4 different sections. Mine broke. I dropped the DS at some point. The hinge cracked. When I got rid of that DS, the top screen was going blue and breaking. GameStop still took it as a trade-in. It was, I don't know what they took for it, but
throw it in a warehouse.
Probably.
Use it for parts.
My brother got a DS Lite when those were a thing, a black one, and his was so much better and cooler. I love it. And I have Abby's DS Lite, which is like the metallic pink, and it's a great system. And she kept hers in pristine condition. So I went from a DS to a DSi. I bought the mid grade, which was an interesting console. I don't have that.
Was
anymore.
that the final one? And then it was.
There was a DSi and a DSi XL, but then it went into the 3DS, like those.
Okay, I think my brother had a DSi XL. I want to say.
Yeah, that was like the micro of the DS generation, like this weird extra model that, whatever, it did a thing.
I went from DS Lite to base 3DS and then I think I bought like every other revision of the 3DS from there, pretty much.
Really, you bought a 3DS XL and then a new 3DS. Okay. Did you ever get a 2DS?
Yeah, I never got a 2DS. But I had everything else, I believe. So
there were multiple times I saw the
because I bought the Zelda one. Sorry to cut you off, but like the Link Between Worlds one was the 3DS XL, and then I got the Majora one, and then that was the new 3DS XL. So I bought new versions every time, but it was by way of the special collector's edition Zelda versions. So,
well, it's ironic you say that. There were multiple times I saw the Ocarina of Time 2DS at Target, like in its waning years, and I thought I should probably buy this. I did not.
Because it would have only been like what, $100 I want to say.
Yeah, something super cheap. It was the one with the Hylian shield design. That one was super cool. But yeah, I almost bought the Link Between Worlds one. I worked at Target when that came out, and I wanted it very bad and could have used a discount of some degree, I think. But I passed for some reason. I remember trading in games to get a Link Between Worlds, actually. I remember that. And then I bought the Majora's Mask new 3DS XL. I remember buying that while working at UCF from GameStop's website. That was an intense few minutes there in the morning, but yeah. Welcome to our episode about Metroid Prime Hunters.
I was going to say, I wanted to do a detour here to talk about the DS because it has just been, every time I go back to this system, I'm reminded that I love it. Like, I'm speaking ill here of the original DS, but I think all future iterations were good. Except for, I feel kind of in the same way with the original 3DS. It just feels cheap. I don't know. What's up with their like first runs on these consoles feeling
I think the original
cheap.
3DS feels good. I think the paint colors look good, especially the red one.
It looks sleek for sure, but
I don't think it felt cheap. I think it felt pretty premium. That hinge is good.
I don't know.
And the DS Lite
Nintendo
iconic,
does a good job with future iterations of its products, which maybe is a good reason to hold out on.
I wish
the Switch 2.
I wish the regular sized new 3DS came stateside. That was such a bummer. Just from like a size and portability factor. Like I wish the regular one came here, but only the XL. Oh well.
The last thing I'll say before we dive into the show proper here, or before you can give some sort of preamble, is I miss handhelds being handhelds. Like
pocketable?
Yes. Like I like my Steam Deck a lot. I like my, PlayStation Portal. I like my Switch. Switch 2 is about to come out at the time we're recording this. Xbox is supposedly working on a handheld. That'll be great.
Rest in peace.
I'm sure PlayStation's probably going to come out with a new one. Cool. Like I love handhelds and I love the modern versions of all these. But anytime I go back to the ones that you could actually, toss in your back pocket or whatever and actually walk about with, I am reminded of just, I miss that era. It was different. Like there used to be more separation between what was a handheld and what was a home console. And obviously the Switch has blurred these lines over the past 8 years. So
I just took a flight a couple of weeks ago, and while waiting at the airport, I saw an adult, grown man, playing a Switch Lite, and I've seen him at like Best Buys and stuff before. I've seen demo units, but just seeing it in his hands, and he was an average sized man. He wasn't like Shaq. It looked so tiny. So maybe if a Switch 2 Lite comes out, I mean, obviously you probably would just get a regular Switch 2 to hook up to your TV, but
yeah,
I think that's by far the most portable of the bunch with the broadest library of like, reasonable, respectable games that play fairly well on it. It's not like the Switch Lite is a Series S equivalent. It's still the same unit.
It's still the same internals. Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, I think I'm going to buy a Switch Lite for one of my kids at some point, so we'll see.
Yeah, get your grubby hands on it before she does.
Yes. Yeah, I'll have to give it a go. I almost bought, to bring it full circle back to Zelda, I did almost buy the Zelda one last year.
I think you can still get
Zelda Lite.
I think you can too.
It. But I can't do that in a world where the Switch 2 is now a thing. So
Switch 2 is
alas.
The Switch 2 is sitting in Targets and Best Buys right now.
By the time everybody hears this, it'll have been out for months.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope you've enjoyed Donkey
Man,
Kong
it was
and
crazy
Mario
that they
Kart.
dropped 3D Mario in September and didn't tell anyone.
True. I mean, we're recording
Wild.
this, and we don't yet know when Metroid Prime 4 will be out. It'll be this year, but we don't know
It
exactly
says
when.
it says this year. So will Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah. Will anyone buy that?
I
That's
will.
the question.
I'll buy
That's
it.
the question. Millennials will buy it.
Gotta support Sakurai. Anything Sakurai makes, gotta support him. But Sakurai did not make Metroid Prime Hunters.
Yes, Sakurai did not develop Metroid Prime Hunters, but Nintendo did. And let's do the rundown. Metroid Prime Hunters was released on March 20th, 2006 for the Nintendo DS. It was developed by Nintendo. The game director was Masamichi Abe. I think it's Abe. It's not Abe. It's got to be Abe. The producers were... No, that's correct. It's just the pronunciation of it.
Oh, the pronunciation of it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like it would be Abe.
Like Abe Lincoln.
Masamichi Abe. But it's got to be Abe. Kensuke Tanabe is the producer alongside Shigeki Yamashiro and Robert Champagne. The music was done by Lawrence Schwedler and James Phillipsen. The Metacritic score on this game, while not as high as other Metroid Prime entries, still not too bad. 85 out of 100. Max, what's your history with this one?
So before that, I do just want to say the developer, Nintendo Software Technology, they're set up here in the States. They have some interesting games in their history, which I would recommend people kind of look at a little bit, including they're basically the Mario vs. Donkey Kong team. They've made all of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. But they've also made, they helped with Snipper Clips, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, the port to both 3DS and Switch. They did F-Zero 99.
They made Chrysalis.
Yeah.
I had that game back in the day, believe it or not. That's
one of my favorite things is they worked on Wii Street U, which is an app on the Wii U that used Google Street View, and you could look around the world on your gamepad.
Chrysalis is now a $50 Game Boy Color game. Should have hung on to it. Yeah, these they remind me of the team that did Federation Force. I forget which team did that game, but like they had made a lot of the sports games. They had made the most recent Luigi's Mansion, I know.
Next Level Games.
Yeah, Next Level.
Nintendo bought them. When did they buy them? It wasn't terribly long ago.
Yeah. It was within the past 10 years here.
2021. They bought them in March.
In the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So we had talked about them on the Federation Force episode, and again, Nintendo Software Technology here I should have specified. Definitely done a wide gamut of things over the years here, in addition to, Hunters here. It seems like they're the team that Nintendo goes to when they have ideas for something kind of off of beat, like, hey, we want to make, Captain Toad, like, yes, this is like a spinoff of Mario 3D World. Like, you want to do something with this, and then they throw that together. And same with the Mario versus Donkey Kong games, and
that's its own. I mean, that's its own solid.
That's its
franchise,
own series.
right?
Yeah, that's its own franchise.
That's become its whole thing.
But its roots are definitely in more like old school Donkey Kong to some degree. At least like the first one is, with the ladders and the jumping, and I know not 1-to-1, obviously.
Yeah.
That just the general format similar. So
Metroid Prime Hunters. I mean, my history with this game was kind of solidified in that story I shared where I got the gray DS with First Hunt. That was my first exposure to things. I did also pick up Mario 64 DS like separately that day as well. Because the original goal was to get the bundle and then get Nintendogs, because I wanted that game super bad. But then I bought that, and Mario was the change. Anyway, I was very into this game and the idea of this game. I loved Metroid Prime on my GameCube, and I wanted more. I thought it was cool. Samus is cool. Zero Mission was great. And I just wanted this game so bad. And I got it, and Prime Pinball. Big fat Metroid Prime peak season in my life. I loved it so much that when I subscribed to Nintendo Power and chose a player's guide, I chose Metroid Prime Hunters Player's Guide. The original address is still on the back. It's in pretty good shape.
Did you consult it for this run through?
I did consult it and went nostalgic. This game I was obsessed with on the DS back in the day. I 100%ed it, thanks to the guide. Scanned every little thing, 100% it, still have that save. I played the multiplayer endlessly. This was really my first multiplayer shooter. This was before I played Halo. This is what I was playing.
That's interesting. I mean, that's kind of the lasting legacy of the game is the multiplayer, which is the thing that I know we're not really going to discuss here.
We could have. There are fan servers. We could have drove down that path, but it was such a big thing at the time to people of my... I mean, so in 2006, I was 12. I mean, I was right in the zone. Wi-Fi, the DS, early on in the system, and I was a huge Metroid fan at the time. And I ate this up. This is the only... I think this might be the only Metroid game I have 100%ed. I don't think I did it in Zero Mission.
I don't think I've done it in any of them either.
So I was very fond of this game. I had favorite hunters. I had, we'll talk maybe a little bit about this in the story, but each hunter has lore and backstories. Kraden was my favorite. Is it Kraden? Was it K-R? Kaden or Kraden? The bug slug thing?
I'll have to pull up a list of them here.
So there was Weevil, Noxus, Silex, of course, Kanden, K-A-N-D-E-N. He was my favorite. He was electric, but his sting larva, his morph ball form, could drop these bombs behind him. He was super cool. I think they tracked you or something. He was great. Spire, he was the magma guy. Trace, of course, the sniper, and then Silex, who's the only one from the series who has any lasting legacy from the game. I mean, multiplayer and Silex are the legacy of this game, which we'll talk about at the end here. But I loved this game, played it a ton. No one else in my life had it, so I was just playing online. This is my first experience with online cheaters because we'd all have action replays. So then you're loading in cheat codes, playing online, not getting kicked out. Voice chat, I had the little headset. I don't think I was talking to people, but I don't know. I thought I was cool. The little 2-prong headset thing. I played this game all the time. I loved it.
I mean, I have a polar opposite experience here. It does go back to the roots of the DS, though. I remember one of my friends from grade school, I believe his name was Anthony Mayberry. Shout out, Anthony. I've not talked to you in 20-something years. I remember he came over to my house and he had the DS. He had got it for Christmas or something like that. And I was still not really... I mean, this was probably right around the time I got really plugged in with games and what was happening and stuff like that. Used to be just back in the day, you'd almost go to the store and be like, oh, crap, there's a new console out or there's a new handheld out. I feel like I knew when new consoles were coming out, not as much handhelds, though. I was out of the loop in that sense. So when he brought over a DS, I was like, what the heck is this? And he's like, oh, it's the new, Nintendo handheld follow-up of the Game Boy Advance. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know they're making that, really. And lo and behold, what did he have to show it off was Metroid Prime Hunter's First Hunt. So he showed me that, and I remember just being like, this is wild that there is this touch screen and the 2 screen. I thought it was so strange. I thought it was very, very weird at first. But I don't remember anything about the game in that moment. I didn't have any takeaways necessarily.
Yeah, First
I just
Hunt
remember
is 1 or 2 demo areas, run through, shoot a couple things, have a morph ball. It's actually quite different from the base game. You can tell
Yes.
because this was made much earlier. It needed to ship with the system. It's not the same thing. It's a concept. It's a proof of concept, really.
But that was my exposure. That was what I remember, was just seeing that. And so this game was technically the first thing that I ever saw running on a DS. So it's kind of integral in my gaming history for that alone. But other than that, no experience with this game in the slightest until we played it for this episode. So I had no knowledge and no idea of what to expect going into this game.
You didn't know anything about it, like, from it?
I mean, I knew it was more multiplayer centric. I knew that was the kind of lasting legacy it had, and I knew that this is where Silex got introduced, because obviously Silex ends up being a little bit more important. And I mean, I had just the core sort of knowledge of, like, this is a bite-sized Metroid Prime game where it's obviously much more scaled back and it's not as in-depth as the GameCube games, which honestly, hallelujah, coming off of playing Metroid Prime 2 for us, which I know was, at least for me, was way more in-depth than I was expecting with that one. So, like, going to something like this that is far more scaled back was nice. I mean, it's got weird problems. I mean, the game's got weird little problems, though. We'll dive into that all here.
Oh, we'll talk about them. I want to ask you first is how you played the game, because we played it two wildly different ways, and I don't remember how I played it as a kid. I probably played with touchscreen controls if I had to guess, but I couldn't tell you. But you actually didn't tell me, and I didn't ask while we were playing the game. What did you go with, touch or button controls?
Started with buttons. Hated it. Couldn't figure out how to change the controls for a second there. Finally
quit
did.
Out of the game. Yeah.
Well, I think you can do it from the ship, too.
Oh, can you do it from the ship?
So that's where I finally figured it out, and yes, got it all fixed up there. Switched to the stylus controls. Still did not like it at all. And I think that was when I told you. And I was like, this sucks. I don't like controlling games like this. And you're like, well, which is how you played, to spoil your own point here.
Yeah.
You could homebrew your 3DS and use your little nub on the 3DS XL there, and you could aim that way, and it's much nicer. And I was like, I just don't feel like doing that. So I just was, part of me didn't feel like doing that. But the other part of me really did actually want to commit to one of these two control styles, because it is so of the era, and I thought it would make for a more interesting discussion here. So, in a very long-winded way of saying all this, I ended up landing on stylus because it just gives you greater control of the cursor, of the aiming reticle, which is very important in the boss fights and things like that. Trying to do those with the buttons, crazy, so difficult.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I switched to the stylus when I did, or else I think I would have really had a hard time. And by the end of the game, I was very used to it. Was it still ideal? No, but like, I had gotten very accustomed to this layout and setup. So yeah.
What I think's so interesting about the touch controls is you're holding the console with one hand, and so you have to do every other function. Not every other function, but you have to be able to move, shoot, reload, all with your left hand if you're right-handed. And then it's like double tapping to jump or something, right?
Yes. Yep. Double tap to jump.
The morph ball's on the touchscreen. So a bunch of controls are on the touchscreen, but designed as Samus's HUD. So like the map, menu, morph ball. I guess double tapping is against the rules. It was interesting how they had to put button controls and relay that on the touchscreen. But I couldn't do that this time. I paid my dues. But it started even before that. So because of the show, and because I have not only a homebrew 3DS, but a homebrew Wii U, what I wanted to do was play it on my TV through my RetroTink 4K and play the game and record it. But I was having major issues with my Wii U, like in the hard drive not staying mounted. So I'd play the game, the hard drive would disconnect, and then it'd all fall apart. And I was like, I can't, this is too unreliable in this sense. And I still haven't really fixed it. So I was like, guess I'll play on my DS Lite, my wife's DS Lite. I'll just be authentic. I played on the DS Lite for the Pokemon games when we did those, Heart Gold, Black and White 2. Like I just played on native screens. It was smaller, more portable. The battery lasts forever. It just was ideal. Like I'll play on the DS Lite. And like you, started with button controls. It's like, I can't do this. This is not accurate enough. It's too, nope. So then I tried touch and I was like, I don't want to do this. So I rebelled. And then I remembered a video from Good Vibes Gaming, GVG, where he talked about modding your 3DS, new 3DS XL, to support the little nub and stick and make some DS games have proper analog control. So Super Mario 64 DS, this was great. And basically, this also works with Star Fox, Command, and Metroid Prime Hunters. And really what it's doing is it's just taking that touch, it's mimicking the touch control input that you would be doing and putting it on the nubbin, basically. And so after a lot of troubleshooting, which ultimately resulted in I had to turn on stylus controls in the game to then get it to work with the nubbin. I played on my 3DS, a modded new 3DS with analog control, gyro control, and widescreen support. So it stretched it out, used the full screen, and it looks actually quite good because it's 3D graphics, so the scaling doesn't have to be like super perfect. This is the way to play the game in the modern era. It feels like Federation Force in that sense. Like it is way more enjoyable. And it looks quite good on that screen, especially when you stretch it out. But my gosh, I just couldn't do the touch controls. So, I mean, I'm happy that you did it for the authentic experience, especially for the show.
Yeah. Especially for my first time, too. I was going to say,
Yeah.
you've played it that way in the past, so...
There's just something about the kid brain where I was able to adapt to that. But there's been too many years of dual analog sticks and first-person shooters since then. I couldn't revert my brain back. And so I played in the comfort of my new 3DS with analog controls and button jumping and all the things. So please play this way. If you were going to play this on Nintendo hardware in some way, play it on a new 3DS XL and hack the snot out of it. It's so easy.
Gyro controls, I'm usually not a huge fan, but it seems like it would actually be quite nice for this game.
Yep. It was pretty helpful on some of those boss fights, not going to lie. I did primarily just use the stick, so I wasn't like flailing around, but gyro just helps like with a little bit of the subtlety. So
yes.
It also just, bringing this game back would be so difficult for Nintendo. Like it doesn't scale well to a remaster type situation. Given that it's bulk multiplayer and the single player, I don't think has the legs to stand on its own as a remaster. But like bringing this up would require such an extensive rework of the controls and thinking behind it. It's just not it's basically stuck in the past, which isn't a terrible thing. There are plenty of games stuck that way, but you're not really missing much except Silex's introduction, I suppose. But
I was going to say introduction in quotes here. Like, I guess let's actually start there with the story because we're coming off of, we're at a weird spot in our season here, I guess, because we've played 1 and 2, we've played Federation Force, so we've already seen Silex.
Good old Fedi Force.
Like, there really just isn't a story to this game, like, which is kind of, I mean, I get that there is. I'm not saying there is the absence of one entirely, but I am saying more so than in any other Metroid game, less is conveyed to the player than ever, and you're just kind of there to play the levels, I feel like, and that's what this game is, which is why it's so strange. And I imagine we'll have a larger discussion about Silex, but like, he's just Silex is one of 5 or 6 different hunters here in this game,
6.
and then they just decide to make Silex like the
So
person from this game that carries over into the future entries and ends up being quite important, especially apparently in Metroid Prime 4 here. So like, yeah, I thought that there would be a little bit more meat on the bone considering how important they end up becoming, but alas.
Silex was a favorite of, I'm trying to find the dev's name, but he was a favorite of one of the developers, the Japanese developers. So basically,
that was the favorite design of the bunch, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
and so like
okay,
at the time, this is kind of what's fun about this era of games and just older games in general. The way to know the lore in some scenarios, or deeper lore, was to read the manuals and player's guides and things like that. So if you read, like in the player's guide, Silex's backstory is basically, it's not super deep, but he hates the Galactic Federation, and since Samus helps them, he hates her too. And he apparently was already hunting her down, and so he decided he's following her, obviously, in this context, and the ultimate weapon, which is what draws Samus here in the first place, is what allures them. So my problem with this game, and I think it's because it's a portable game, is all of the story is told externally or invisibly. Like quite literally, all of the lore markers are invisible unless you have the scan visor on. There's no real environmental storytelling beyond just like the planet design in general. So if you want the story, it's there. But since everything's invisible, it just feels so much like they had to fit it on top. Like it's just
yeah,
a layer on top, not integrated into the world. You don't know why these the hunters are there for the power, but you don't know why any of them are. Like Caden, he's a lab experiment that went wrong, like a Frankenstein essentially, and he blew up the base and escaped. And I guess you get a hint of this in that opening CG cutscene at the start of the game, which goes so hard for that time.
It's the best cutscene in the game.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. So you get these little teases of the hunters, and that's cool. And as again, target demographic, right? Oh, there's like this spider sniper. What the heck? And this Silex just looks super dope. The electricity. Weevil is like a space pirate cyborg thing. So if you're into Metroid lore, a magma monster that has spikes who can like climb up walls and stuff. Like these were just cool as a kid. Kind of like Jar Jar Binks was designed for 6-year-olds in 1999. It's just they were designed with tween teenage boys in mind.
Yes.
And it worked.
It's funny looking at I've got the wiki for Silex pulled up here, and it's just quite funny because there really is just a total unknown of the character, even though the character, and this will change, I'm sure soon enough with Metroid Prime 4, at least to some degree, because the first thing it says about Silex in the wiki is just not much is known about Silex. Like the very first thing is like, yep, this is one of the main characters in Metroid Prime. What do we know about him? Nothing. And there's even like an annotation here where they talk about one of the producers at E3 2015. One of the producers, Kensuke Tanabe, talked about Silex and referred to him with he pronouns for the first time. And that was a shocking revelation because in all other Nintendo detailing of the character previously, it had only referred to Silex as an it. So no one even knew if it was a boy or girl or like there's a robot. Like there's a total absence of any sort of information about this character.
That's what it kind of makes Silex like cool in a mysterious way, because you're right. He's in Hunters. He shows up at the end, the secret ending of Federation Force. He plays a role in Corruption that I'm aware of. And then obviously Federation Force's ending leads into the beginning of Beyond, which is only Metroid would make the most goofy side games Multiplayer
Yes.
side games on portable systems actually integral to the plot.
Kingdom Hearts would do it as well, but
Fair
yes.
point. Fair point. I think that's the cool bit about the way they tried to build the world up of Metroid, and they did it through all of this external stuff, but it really just hurts the game kind of overall, I think. I want to ask you, did you get the true ending?
No, definitely not. Or how do you get it? I don't believe that I did, at least.
So when you fight Goria, there are these colored symbols on the wall, and you have to shoot them in a certain order.
Then I did do this. Yes, because I
Okay.
thought that was how you fought the boss. For it, like
Okay.
I thought you had to do that because everything I was doing at first to like try to attack the boss wasn't damaging it. I'm like, oh, you probably gotta like shoot these things on the wall, and so I did that. So I did get the secret ending.
So you shoot them in a certain order, and then you defeat Guria, and then you get sent to another dimensional realm where you can't hurt it unless you get the ultimate weapon at the bottom. So you did all that?
Yes.
Okay, you
Yep.
got the true
Yep. Yep.
ending. So you can kill without doing all of that, but basically it blows up and no one escapes. So Samus dies.
Including Samus.
Yeah, everyone's dead.
Interesting.
So you just would reload and you would fight again. But this way everyone escapes is the true ending, which is pretty funny. But I guess the game communicates it in some way in the game, like you have to hit these in this color, which represents each hunter. Which I suppose, how do they know that if this was all set up eons ago or whatever in the game? So
Prophecies.
I mean, it's interesting in light of Beyond getting ready to come out. It's a telepathic message is what's conveyed. There's just like invisible things around the world. It's very mystic in a way, and I wonder if that's part of why Beyond has like a psychic power thing and whatnot.
Yeah.
I forget sometimes that there is a more mythical side to the lore of Metroid with the Chozo and all these things. Like it's not just sci-fi and bounty hunters and stuff. There is a mumbo jumbo.
It's a pretty like prominent aspect of the series that still ends up being kind of to the side in some sense. Like it's always right in front of your face though, especially like throughout the Prime games here. Like it's only Federation Force that really kind of skirts away from it very heavily. Like the mythical elements you're talking about are scattered all throughout the worlds of these different games. But yes, at the same time, it's nothing you're ever thinking about too much. At least I'm not while I'm playing.
No, like even Prime 2, very lore, mythology heavy.
Yes.
But also just explained because there's dark energy splitting the planet in two. Like it. So there's like a sci-fi and a myth. It's interesting. It's pretty interesting. And I'm curious how it all ties into Prime 4 here. It's going to be fun, but
does it ever explain, and maybe this speaks to how I played the game, so I'm sorry if this is a dumb question, because to be honest, I started playing this game about 10 or 12 weeks ago, and I only finished it within the past day. Some very spread out gaming sessions here. Right. Does it ever even explain up front why Samus is looking for these octolith things and like what the purpose of this latest mission is? Because it really is just like the game starts and she's off looking for these things, and there's other hunters who are kind of doing the same thing, and she runs into them and fights them. And
so the Federation Force, or the Galactic Federation, not Federation Force, got the telepathic message of like the ultimate weapon is out there. And so then they send Samus to the Tetra Galaxy, the Alimbic cluster, to look it up. And so they're like, we can't have this ultimate power be a problem. So that's what draws most of the other hunters to the galaxy, is finding this power. The guide says, discover the meaning behind the message, secure the ultimate power for the Galactic Federation, or failing to do that, do whatever necessary to ensure it does not fall into enemy hands. So figure out what it means, get it, or destroy it is
I've pulled
basically
up the plot description here, and it says the other bounty hunters are the ones who intercept the transmission that the Federation sends to Samus. So they're aware of it because they have all
heard the
intercepted. They've heard the same thing. So that's why they're after it, and Samus is competing with all of them to get the octoliths.
So I like the way they try to expand like the cast of characters in the Metroid world, because really up to that point it was dead races in the Prime games and nothing else really as far as other characters.
And a Ridley and an evil version of Samus that appears thanks to dark energies or Phazon. Yeah. So
I liked it, but in the game, especially this time around, without going for 100% like I did as a kid, like the lore is just, it's there. I really have a problem with it being invisible because it just feels so disconnected that way. It is just whatever. I like that this alien race was like so powerful, like they just were like in a peace zen state, and then this crazy powerful Gora thing showed up and was taking their powers, and they have to figure out how to imprison it. Like that's fun to read about, but that's a few paragraphs on a wiki page really, and it's just spread out in these invisible little clusters. So cool ideas, but also not like great gameplay experience, especially in Metroid where environmental storytelling is such a staple of the franchise, right? Just being able to soak in the world and the story. This game is just so hard to parse that way, especially with the texture detail being so low. Like these environments can't be rich and full of detail. So you win some, you lose some. I get the restraints here, but it suffers.
how do you feel? So, I mean, you're talking a little bit more about the world. How do you feel about the various areas that we have in the game? Because there are really 4 that you backtrack to multiple times over, or not necessarily backtrack. You discover new areas of them, so it's not necessarily backtracking, even though there's a little bit of that. The one thing I'll say with all the worlds is I hate having to exfiltrate because everything's going to blow up at the end of every boss fight. That got so old. But for the most part, I mean, I feel like the 4 different areas, they're not bad by any means. I mean, they're pretty well designed. They're pretty distinct from one another, I feel like. And the final area is succinct, which I enjoyed. Like at that point, once you uncover a new area like that, you're ready to kind of see what it has to offer. And I was really hoping that there wasn't going to be some sort of huge
hidden
this is
whole new world.
This is a 5th area. Go have fun, explore, and do a bunch of puzzles. And it was just like, no, here's the final boss fight now. So I appreciated that. But yeah, some of them are a little bit more confusing to navigate than others, and we can talk about that. I think there's a very major lack of assistance in this game, and the one poor part of its design is that it doesn't convey to you at times certain areas within the environment that you can even really interact with. Like I was thinking of one of these later game areas. I forget which planet it is specifically, but you have to like shoot a missile at a beam that then falls over and it like creates a bridge.
Arcterra, yeah.
But when you look at it, like there's no visual indication on that pillar itself that you could do that, other than the fact that I did figure it out naturally without having to consult a guide or anything. But the only reason for that was it just looked very out of place. Like, why is there this large pillar into the sky in this spot here? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And so then I shoot it and it falls over. Cool. But like other than that, there's nothing in the visual language of this game that explains, yes, you can interact with this, or, oh, you're supposed to scan this. A lot of invisible scanning things in this game too, where it's like to advance, you have to scan something in the environment that's not even there.
Visor.
Yes. That happens a lot, especially in some of the earlier game areas.
Yeah.
And I really hated that. But otherwise, not terrible.
I think the worlds are, like, if you were going to pick a theme, you can only have 4 worlds in a game, these would be the themes you would pick for Metroid. Like you have a lava level, you have an ice level, and then you have like a sciencey facility, and then you have, I guess, the archives, which is just a space station. So they feel generic in that sense. I don't. As I was playing it, I had memories of these environments, mostly because of the multiplayer maps pulled from, or probably it was the other way around. Like here's a multiplayer map, connect it with some hallways. So that's fine. I like them. I think the ideas of them are interesting. But, and I think this is the portable nature of itself, they really are just A to B levels. They're hallways, long hallways. And I think that's most prevalent by at the end of every level, you have an escape sequence when you get the octolith. And you have to just zip through the level. It's not a complicated escape sequence. It's not up, down, side to side, flip around, all those things. It is just walk to the end and kill stuff along the way. So I think, and because you do that escape sequence a minimum of 8 times, you really get to feel that pretty quick. It is like greatest hits of Metroid in a level, because you may have only had, sure, there was sleep mode, you could close the DS and put it to sleep, but you may have only had 10 minutes. So one train ride, right? So how do I get a full level experience in one train ride? You give them an escape sequence, you give them a puzzle or two, you have them shoot some enemies, and maybe you get a new weapon depending on where you are in the story.
Well, what sucks about what you're kind of saying here, sorry to cut you off.
No, go. Yeah.
Is like, this is an older game, so you have to get back to your ship in order to save, and that sucks. So you are always looking for a way to get back to your ship. You could backtrack, but like kind of what you're saying, like making this a more bite-sized experience, you do
I think
have
that's
to
what
always
those teleport check marks were for. Like those were vital.
Those only show up, once you get to certain points, and depending on the game itself isn't long, 6 to 7 hours or something like that. I think my final playtime was like 6 hours and 20 minutes. So like in theory, you're running across one of those every 30, 40 minutes, I would say, that can bring you back to your ship. So yes, it's not anything egregious. And some of the areas are smaller than others. Like it's pretty easy to get back to your ship to just turn around and walk back. But
I think that's what the sleep mode, like that's the crutch you could lean on if you like really had to go.
Yes. Yeah, and I did that a couple times. But it was very jarring to me at first. Anytime I go back to games that have like designated save spots like that, I'm always like, oh, this is so weird. Which all the other Metroid Prime games have this season. I can't remember. Federation Force is mission based.
Federation Force was probably just end of every run.
Yeah, it's mission based, but the missions are only 10 or 15 minutes, so that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I don't know. Something about this game with the save points like stressed me out for at least the first half of the game. After that, wasn't too bad. A little bit easier to get back to the ship when you needed to.
I'm curious what you think of the weapon system in this game, because I think it's the most unique of the Metroid series, because you don't lose all of your power-ups in the game. You actually just start at pretty much base Samus level, morph ball, bombs, missiles. I guess one jump? I don't remember a double jump. Maybe there was.
There's no double jump, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just basic Samus moves. And then you get like 8 different weapons, which is very Mega Man style. They're all a certain element, and each hunter is weak to a weapon. How did you feel about that?
I liked it, generally speaking. Would I want it that way in like a full mainline proper Metroid Prime game? I don't think so. Like if Metroid Prime 4 had this same style of system, I don't think I would, mainly because it's a little rudimentary. Like it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, except the
It's Mega
colors
Man.
match up. Yeah, like you see a red door, you pull out your red gun and you shoot it. You see, the boss at the end, they're you damage them based on the color they are and stuff like that. Like it's pretty straightforward in that sense, but it's not bad either. Like I did not dislike it, and I think what you're kind of saying here is that it circumvents the whole taking Samus back to nothing at the start of every game, which gets so annoying. Of like, oh, I've lost all of my abilities. I can't get into a morph ball. I can't, double jump, or I can't do this, that, or the other. That gets so annoying in Metroidvania games, because they all do that for the most part, and they definitely avoid that issue with this. Yeah, I mean, I don't love the like various abilities. I think they're all unique from one another, and that is the one thing that I do like, is that they all quite different from one another. One's a sniper, one's kind of a grenade launcher, and another one has you shooting like a steady stream of electricity. It's cool.
Did you have a favorite?
I liked the sniper once I got that late in the game. That really helped me with the final boss. Other than that, I kind of by default used the green one, which I think is the like
Battle Hammer, the arc.
Yeah. It just kind of has like a pretty steady arc. I found that one did the most consistently strong damage, and wasn't too. You didn't have to like aim too specifically with it in order to hit what you were aiming at. So I generally liked that. Yeah.
I like the Judicator, the ice one that bounced around.
Yeah, is that the purple one?
Yeah, purple.
Okay. Yeah, that one's a good one too. I mean, I liked all of them. The only ones I would say I didn't use would be the electricity one, the one that's just a constant stream of lightning, which is funny because that is Silex.
Oh, that's Silex, is it? The shock coil. That one's cool because it drains their energy. It's pretty useful on one of the bosses toward the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you have to get up close to use it.
It doesn't have much range at all, which is a bummer, but yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I liked it. The game's so like when you fight Caden for the first time there in the Celestial Archives in the first level, and you get a headshot, it just says headshot on the screen. I'm like, wow, what a time. Like that's so clearly of the era. If this could have had a voice narrator like Halo, it definitely would have said headshot, the whole thing. So I like that you're just getting different guns. It felt very practical for this environment, like the way it should feel in the game. Now, what I didn't really love was that escape sequence constantly. That kind of wore down on me, but
yeah, I hated that there was just, I mean, the escape sequence goes hand in hand with the bosses. The bosses,
yeah.
There's two types of bosses in the whole game. There is the floating eyeball looking thing, and then there's the spires that shoot lasers and other little blobs at you. And it just they're all variants of that. And then after you finish all of those, then there's an escape sequence. So like by the time I had gotten to the third or fourth one, and I realized that it was just going to keep recycling all of the bosses throughout after I got to get all 8 octoliths, that got very annoying. The game itself is very cyclical. You are entering any area to look for 3 little artifacts. The artifacts open a portal. You go in the portal. You fight one of the same 2 bosses that you fought the whole game, and then you escape before everything blows up and you die or whatever. And as you're trying to escape, the hunters and other enemies try to steal your octolith. And yeah, that got old. Was it terrible? No, because none of the escapes I felt like were ever that bad. Some were worse than others. I remember one, like I barely got back.
Same. There was one where it was like 30 seconds. I was like, whew.
Yeah, there's one where there was quite. One of them had quite the trek to get back. Others not so much. So they all differed just depending on the layouts of the environments and the levels. But yeah, it's very uninventive in that way. Like by the time I got to, pursuing the 5th or 6th octolith, I was like, oh, I know what the rest of this game is going to be now. And honestly, that's what took me so long to finish it, was just I did not feel compelled to play this game in the slightest. In that regard, I'd almost say it's worse than Federation Force, because at least Federation Force, while not great at all, like I didn't know what was coming around the corner. I did not know what the next level was ever going to be. I did not know like what surprises were left in store. Like I think about the end of the game, like Samus shows up and ends up being like the final boss. It's like, whoa, like, and I guess, the final boss of this game, there are some surprises and stuff like that too, but just far more variety in that game. This game, not so much.
Yeah, it needed 2 more bosses. Like if you had just had 4 bosses and recycled each once, I think that would have been more desirable. It was just so, especially on later, especially with the eyeball. Like there were just some late eyeball ones because they keep ramping up the difficulty. It's like, oh my gosh, let me just shoot this thing, and you're trying to shoot it while using these not great controls in any method. It's frustrating. So the boss thing just really bummed me out. And I didn't remember that it was just 2 bosses the whole time. So I was sad about that. But I think the justification may have been, this is pure speculation, I suppose. They're like, but we have 6 bounty hunters that are also trying to kill you out in the main game, like not at the boss fight. So I get this idea that you're having these dual encounters. There's even one part where you're fighting 2 at once, which is great. Trace is up there hiding. That's fun. But we needed more bosses, really. It was a shame. It's a shame coming back to it that there wasn't more variety there.
Yeah, I think with that, the campaign would have been more memorable too. Because I mentioned up top again, we're not going to really talk about the multiplayer in depth. If you want to, you can, because I know you have more experience with it than I do, even though you didn't play it for this playthrough. I think that is why this campaign is not remembered, though. It's because it is so rudimentary to some degree. It does recycle the same things over and over. By the time you get to the end, it all feels quite samey. No one ever talks about the campaign to this game. In fact, every video and I usually go look up older trailers and videos and stuff like that for games before we play them. And every single one that I did for this game, everybody was like, I used to play the multiplayer all the time with my brother or whatever,
Sure.
It was just endless comments about the multiplayer. No one saying literally anything about the campaign or the single player stuff. So
I loved it when they did this with Samus. Yeah, it's just because it wasn't. This game clearly, and I think even in interviews, if you read the Wikipedia page or you go read interviews, like even the IGN interview I was reading earlier from E3 2005, this game was multiplayer first. And then they put a single player in for the fans. And that's fine given the goals of the game, right? A multiplayer game that got delayed to add Wi-Fi, that was kind of a famous moment for this game and probably changed the trajectory of the whole game itself. If this game was only local multiplayer, it would not be remembered the way that it is. I suppose it would only be remembered for Silex, but the multiplayer aspect is what made this game. And unfortunately, I mean, there are fan servers and we could have done it, but I don't remember much except really enjoying it. So that's really all I can say to it. I don't think we can underestimate how impactful it was to have online multiplayer on a handheld system at that time. And just a few months prior with Mario Kart DS coming out, it changed everything. I mean, the PSP, did it have online multiplayer? I know it had, you could connect to the internet on it, but
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it did.
So the PSP would have had it. I know the Vita, a big push with the Vita at launch was get the 3G model so you can play anywhere. Good old 3G Vita. But the DS really changed the game, man, with that. If you saw the Wi-Fi badge and then Pokemon, obviously Diamond and Pearl, right? Trading and battling Pokemon online, it was momentous. And this game was a part of that. So I'm glad that they delayed it for multiplayer, but it also means that the single player while appreciated that it was put in there, and I obviously had fun with it as a kid, it definitely is not of the same caliber as something like the regular Prime games, or even Zero Mission or Fusion or Dread. Like, it just falls a little bit short. At least Federation Force like embraced its identity of this fusion of like a team co-op shooter that is much better if you play online with friends, but you could play it by yourself. And the story was meant to be worked through together as a team in this mission-based structure. Again, portable design. That was a bit smarter of an implementation for this.
I mean, we talked up top to begin this episode kind of about like the trajectory of handhelds and how the DS went in a 3DS, went in a Switch. And like, I think about just handheld games used to be so much different. Like, and they used to not have these elements that we're talking about, multiplayer or they used to not have multiple modes really, for sure. They would have, social functions, like something like Pokemon. Like, that's a fully single player game, but like you could, battle your friends or something like that, but there's not like separate modes or anything like that. This is the point where handheld games started to try to be a little bit more like their console gaming counterparts and feature different modes and fold in the multiplayer stuff. And then again, the DS with the what was the wireless play called, where you could like was it just download play, where you could essentially play a game even though you did not have the game itself?
That was part of the thing with like Super Mario 64 DS. You could do download play with the mini games and play the mini games with your friends.
I mean, that was the big thing with Mario Kart DS.
Mario Kart, like, everyone was a shy guy.
Everyone, I mean, that was so. I think that's one of the best Mario Kart games because of that, honestly.
Yeah, and it's coming back on Switch too, right? This download play idea of being able to share and play games even if you only have one copy of it. And that's pretty powerful in the right audience.
What I'm trying to say with Hunters is like, yes, there were some like swings and misses with this game and not everything worked well, but like you can see a game like this when it came out and like what it was trying to do and the direction it was trying to go, and you can understand how, not a little over 10 years after this released would have been the Switch, and that was finally the marriage of handheld and home console stuff. And I think games like this like slowly tiptoed more to where the line was, again, there is no more dedicated handheld games that are a thing. It's just games are games now. And I think that releases like this really started to kind of try to bring more parity to what was seen between handhelds and consoles at the time. So,
well, what's so cool about this is there was obviously Wi-Fi, but this game also supported local multi-card play, is what it says on the back, but also single card play. Like, you could play this game with one card and 3 of your friends. And that was the original mission of this game, was to be like that, and it evolved. So, I mean, the back of the box says intense wireless and Wi-Fi multiplayer action, battle online, or play with friends over local wireless. Like, it clearly 6 new bounty hunters. I mean, the hunters were required to make this a multiplayer game, and then that got to spin up and expand the lore and the world in an interesting way. And I just remember being captivated by these ideas. It's the type of thing that like a young Star Wars fan would have been caught by, like, oh, well, who is that hanging out in the cantina? Or, what is Boba Fett's background? Or who are these other bounty hunters that are hired to go after Han Solo? Like, those types of ideas and thoughts. And I think it was cool in a fun way, I guess, at the time. This is very much a thing. It almost feels like a game that will be lost or is lost, because you can't really market this necessarily to a kid. Like, I couldn't pitch this to my kid someday and be like, you gotta play this. Like, she's gonna have to get other people to play multiplayer with her. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
The only people who are gonna ever play this game again are people like us who play it because they want a full experience before the new Prime game, or the few people that are dedicated to playing on these multiplayer servers. And they're probably just popping in for a nostalgia fix, not for some competitive scene. There's no, competitive Metroid Prime hunters. So it's just, I think there is an idea, there could be another shooter Metroid multiplayer game, maybe. I don't know. But it definitely would look different. I don't know. This is very of the time, and it feels like a lost piece in a way.
Maybe Metroid Prime 4 will have multiplayer and they just haven't announced it yet. It's going to be 11th hour announcement of multiplayer.
The Last of Us, no one saw multi-factions multiplayer until the game basically came out, and everyone was nervous about it.
I mean, this is kind of a thing with multiplayer modes for single-player prominent games. A lot of times they announce the multiplayer modes very late in the development cycle. Do I think it's going to happen with Metroid Prime 4? No, but like,
that'd be wild.
I don't know, maybe. They've really been honing in on the social elements of the Switch too. Maybe they want you to run around as hunters and shoot one another in the face while you have your 480p
your
camera.
Share.
Yeah, your game share camera pointed at yourself on the couch.
Hey man, the official camera is 1080p. It doesn't.
It's the Piranha plant.
The Piranha plant is 480p.
That doesn't make any sense. You would think
I didn't
it's the
even
other
know
way
you
around.
could buy a 480p camera in this day and age. I didn't know it was possible.
Well, you can with the Piranha plant.
It's a great
Go out
idea.
And spend your hard-earned Nintendo dollars to pick that up. I think we're basically wrapped up. Other than, we were going to do our last two things here. Go ahead though first.
Oh, I think our last two things. One was the music, but I wanted to ask you about. I wanted to go back to the CG cutscenes.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is such a thing with the DS at the time, like using both screens to display two separate video. Like, I don't know. Even today, I'm like, this is so cool that there's full motion video 3D CG cutscenes on this thing. I don't know. It's so cool to me, and maybe that is pure nostalgia in my brain. But I like the cutscenes. I think they're very stylish. They flow well together. It's pretty cool. I was curious as someone experiencing them for the first time how you felt about them.
Yeah, I like that they use both screens together a lot. That was my big takeaway, because I feel like as the DS continues onward, that's not a thing. Like it just uses that anytime there's a cutscene or something like that, it's locked to the top screen more often than not. So this is very rare. And again, they're not even cutscenes. They're more like little vignettes pretty much.
Yeah.
They're very scaled back. None of them are longer than like 60 seconds in length, I feel like, outside of maybe the intro scene to the game is the most in-depth one of them all. Especially because they only, again, talking about like the redundancy of it, they only show before the boss fights and after the boss fights. And while I'm not absolutely positive that they're the same in all of those instances, like they're similar. It's Samus walking through a door, looking up, oh, there's a boss. So like they were not engaging in that regard, kind of like everything else we talked about earlier, but they looked cool. Like, again, it was one of those things that coming back to a game from this era, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty sick. I don't necessarily need my games to look like that any longer or anything, but it's fun. It still holds up too. I think those scenes look pretty good for the most part.
Everyone should go watch the intro cutscene. I'll link it in the show notes, but everyone should go watch the opening video because it goes way harder than it should have gone back in 2006. It's a lot of fun. I will say just briefly, this game's like performance. Whew. When you
Thank you. I forgot to mention that. Yes. It gets real bad.
I wrote when you're ambushed by 3 guardians, you can feel the frame rate increase as you defeat them one by one. Like,
yes.
You just like it is.
Yes.
They push the hardware really hard.
If it gets, it's anything after 2 enemies gets crazy slowdown. And sometimes even when there's 1, I found that there were some problems. Just depending on what was going on or like what room you were in or something like that, you could run into problems. Performance not great, which is again to be expected. Like, this is not PS5, I'm not toggling on performance mode and it's struggling or something like that.
Could you
But
imagine?
It was funny to go back to that and see the issues that were
They're
had
very
with
prominent.
the little DS. And I was curious too if it's worse on older hardware.
Well,
What'd you play on again? Did you play on a base Nintendo DS?
no, I played on a new. Remember, I hacked my new 3DS
Okay.
XL. So
So we both
but
played
I
on
was
3DS.
using that boosted power in the hacked sense to like stretch it, run the
Yes.
analog stuff. There is a performance boost. Now, when you're playing just on a non-hacked 3DS, I don't think you're getting like a performance boost. That's not tapping into the power. It's just running DS software. So I don't think you're getting like a boost. I don't think so. But yeah, it's no better even in a hacked world. The only way to get this game to run smoothly would be to run it in a emulator on your computer. Give it all the power. So
I'm sure there are well, the other thing too to mention is isn't this I mean, it's closed now so it doesn't matter, but I'm pretty sure this was on Wii U. I'm pretty sure this was a virtual console game on Wii U if I remember
I don't
correctly.
believe so. I don't
Was it
think
not?
so. I'll look it up, but I don't think so because of I want to say because of the multiplayer.
It was. I just pulled it up here.
Oh, it was. Oh, it was.
Because I thought the only reason I know that is because before the Wii
Shop
U
shut
eShop
down.
shut down, I thought of buying it for this. I was like, do I really want to play on Wii U when time comes? I'm like, that's almost more annoying than if I was to just pull my
Well,
DS out
dang
and play
it.
with that.
I should have looked that up because I could have found a copy somewhere lying around.
I wonder what the performance is like, and I wonder if you can use the dual sticks on that natively.
That
imagine
I
so.
do know is not the case because I did look that up. So
That's rough. That's
it's
very
a rough go.
then.
It's a rough go. So
what'd you think about the music then? This is
Oh.
one of our final things here.
dude, when I booted it up for the first time, core memories were unlocked. I love this soundtrack. I think it's a vibe. The escape sequence is a bit much. It's a
Yes.
lot. But there's a lot. It's a grooving soundtrack. It's got momentum to it. It's upbeat. There's a bass line in almost every song. It's thumping. I love it. I like the verse cadence on, particularly. I wrote that down. And then obviously like the opening menu music is permanently etched into my brain.
I don't hate the soundtrack. It's just
Okay.
not. It is just not, to me, perhaps more than anything else that I hold in high regard with Metroid, is the music. And this does not have any of those earworms in the way that Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 2 specifically have. Which, again, I did not come into this expecting that necessarily, but I am not also leaving having played this thinking about any certain songs that were in this score. Does that mean it's bad? No, it's good. I was listening to it a little bit myself before we started this recording. I had pulled it up on YouTube, same as you had done, and I was kind of going through it. Not bad at all, but it's just not
Metroid.
to the Metroid level of so many other Metroid games.
It doesn't even feel Metroid-y.
Yeah, I
Metroid
kind of feel
is
the same
more
way.
subdued and low. I think it's definitely, again, it's so multiplayer, high energy, shooter focused. But it fits within the sci-fi and tech world. I definitely have the soft spot for it, having just heard this music constantly as a kid. Like, I lived and breathed this game for however many months when I had gotten it. So this definitely, I have a soft spot for it. But like you, I don't think of it as Metroid music or even Prime music. But it's good. I think it's a solid soundtrack. You definitely could put this on while working and groove to it. It's something that I totally could see coming to the Nintendo Music app someday.
I mean, one of these days there'll be scraping the bottom of the barrel, and I think they'll be looking for something. So sure, may as well toss this on there.
They'll probably throw Prime-ish music on before Prime 4 comes out.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Even outside of the Prime series, Metroid has got so much good music. Back to Super Metroid and even the original NES game. Like Metroid is one of the best when it comes to music for Nintendo. It's Metroid, it's Mario, it's Zelda. Those are the three best, I think, when it comes to music.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is quite good. I'm curious to hear how the soundtrack for World is, but that's another discussion.
I'll give you an update here.
Last thing here then is, as always, what is this game's legacy?
We've talked about it pretty much throughout the whole episode.
I think so as well.
We can't escape. It's inescapable while talking about it. It's the multiplayer. I wrote down in my notes, I remember multiplayer, and multiplayer as a kid. I did 100% it. I think that's because I wanted the guide so bad in my Nintendo Power subscription. And it's a beautiful guide. The maps are great, super cool. But this game was a proof of concept for for the DS to show 3D on it, which was such a novelty and wasn't truly possible beforehand. There were a couple of games on Game Boy Advance that did try 3D or even have technically real 3D, like the Resident Evil 2 pitch that never came to be. This game showed that 3D was possible on the go, which was monumental. And then it's just multiplayer. And that's what this game's like. And then Silex, I suppose. Like, he's just so cool that he's earned a spot as the prime villain in Prime 4.
Which we'll see how that pans out. The Prime 4 is quite literally like 20 years in the making between Silex appearing in this game and then being set up in Federation Force or set up at, I know we
Corruption. And
I was going to say, I know we haven't played Corruption yet, but I know Silex is in that. The legacy of this game within the scope, we've talked about everything you said about the multiplayer and the things people remember from this, but like within the context of the Metroid Prime series, if Federation Force is like the bad one that people designate, this is the forgotten one. This is the one that no one ever really thinks about. And it's also for the reason you kind of mentioned earlier, like it is gridlocked to the DS and that will never change. Or again, Wii U, if you downloaded it before the eShop shut down, it's on the Wii U, I guess, as well. But it is stuck on the platforms it's stuck on, and that's never going to change. And because of that, no one's going to remember. No one talks about this game or really thinks about this game much nowadays, and that's only going to continue to be the case, moving forward. When people talk about Metroid Prime games, they talk about the trilogy. Like, that is always what is invoked. And this game is never invoked. Other than, I feel like this game's biggest legacy, honestly, is more the demo, the first hunt demo, more so than it even is the game itself.
You see that.
Strange
you go
to
into
say.
Any retro shop, you'll see that. You'll see a copy of it.
It just came. It came with all of the first run DSs, though. That was the game they were putting in your hands from the jump. Like, it was the DS's Wii Sports there for a moment. So it's weird that is almost a bigger element of this game than the game itself is First Hunt, which again we did not play, but yeah.
I have a thought has occurred to me. NSO now, we're living in the world, we got GameCube games. If Castlevania can figure out how to put DS games on modern hardware, maybe there's a world where DS NSO games are added. Because if you map, there was a time where we thought Skyward Sword would be locked to the Wii and motion controls forever, and they brought button controls. So maybe it's a world, and given the fact the Switch does have a touchscreen in handheld mode, maybe there's a world, and I say this because they integrate online multiplayer in games through NSO. Like, you can play Super Mario Kart with your friends. Maybe this game has an opportunity if they ever bring DS titles to, I think they call it Nintendo Classics now, I think. They're
I think it's
rebranding
still-
everything before Switch 2.
Are they? Maybe I
Yeah,
missed that.
so I think like it's all called Classics now for the old virtual console like games. And that could be really fun because it would make this game actually playable to a modern audience in the sense of like getting a feel for that multiplayer experience. Heck, throw game chat support with it if game chat is supported in this NSO world. That could be this could actually be a really good opportunity. Actually, we know it is because they played Four Swords on NSO in a demo during the big Treehouse stream. So everyone was playing Four Swords, which is a testament to my whole point here. You can't really play Four Swords that way anymore unless you get a bunch of friends together on your DSi or in person on your GameCube. But now you can play it online with your friends. So maybe there is a future for hunters.
Switch Online would be the only way. Like when it comes to like, a remaster or a remake. For starters, like Metroid, it's one of the most popular Nintendo franchises, but it does not have mainstream appeal. And so for that reason, they're not gonna, ever remaster one of the lesser known, lesser desired game. I mean, if they haven't brought over Metroid Prime 2 or 3, they're not going to bring over Hunters ever.
I promise.
So it is just done. It is just Switch Online that is the only saving grace of not only this, but a lot of other games that are trapped.
You could map
on
the
DS.
stuff. Obviously, you can map it to modern controls if I can do it on a hacked 3DS. Like this. All right, guys, I'm going to say it. DS is coming to NSO. You could revive Star Fox Command. Think of all the good games.
You could do it. It's just, I think the hard thing would be figuring out some sort of, because each DS game I feel like controls very differently from the
It would be a very,
so like,
you'd have to select and curtail every game to a degree.
Yes.
But it can be done.
It could
Remapped
be.
controls. I mean, if we're getting the DS Castlevania games, which I never thought would happen, and even to a lesser degree,
Maybe.
Phoenix Wright, like the Phoenix Wright games have all been ported, but that's been an extensive work. I don't know.
There's
you
a
heard
chance.
it here first. You heard it here first. NSO,
There's
please
a chance.
save us.
Will it happen? Probably. Maybe. I mean, on a long enough timeline, I do think it does. Because they have to keep coming up with new selling points and new reasons, and we'll get to the Switch 3, and they'll want to,
Well,
tap
yeah,
into
I mean,
nostalgia and the way
next
that they're
portable
doing with the
system to be
GameCube.
added would be DS.
Yeah,
I mean, there's still plenty of GBA stuff to be brought on there. One day, Pokemon should be coming in a context, but we'll see.
Maybe. Fingers crossed.
But I think that does it for our discussion on Metroid Prime Hunters. Thank you all so much for listening. If you'd like to check out the rest of our work, you can see Logan over at comicbook.com, and you can find my work over at maxfrequency.net. Every year we also do big E3 predictions. Not that this is pertinent to when you're listening to this, but you go check those over on the Max Frequency podcast. We've got plenty of other seasons here on Chapter Select from Pokemon, Banjo-Kazooie, Paper Mario. Oh, baby. There could be a new Paper Mario game for Switch 2 someday. Woo! Woo, baby.
That would be nice. I mean, I'll just take that we have saved the remake. That's good enough. Or that we've gotten Thousand Year Door. We got
Thousand Year Door's back. Please give us a 60 frames patch on Switch 2. I'll take it. So go check out those other seasons as well. We're obviously here in Metroid Prime land. Castlevania is the one we have our sights set on next, so that should be very, very exciting. So thank you all so much for listening, and until next time, adios.